Hello, my fellow animal lovers. How are you today? Before I ferry you to dreamland, if you love the content and you love animals, I encourage you to show your support by subscribing. By the way, tell us where you are in the world in the comments section. What time do you like watching our channel? I look forward to reading all your comments. Enjoy. Chapter 1: The Stillness of the Sand. The world is a quiet place now. The day has folded in on itself, a vast, intricate origami of light and shadow, finally collapsing into the soft, boundless expanse of twilight. The sun's warm light is just a memory, a fading blush on the edge of the sky, like the last embers of a campfire slowly losing their vibrant glow, leaving behind only the profound charcoal silence of approaching night. All of the day's noise, all of the hurried movement that buzzed and hummed with a frantic energy, has settled down like dust falling slowly to the floor of an ancient cavernous hall, each motley particle finding its final resting place in the serene quietude. Now, there is only the vast, deep silence of the night, a silence so profound it seems to hum with its own gentle frequency, a resonant chord struck deep within the very fabric of existence. This quiet is not an absence, but a presence, a living, breathing entity that enfolds you, holds you gently within its vast velvet embrace. You are a part of this quiet, intimately connected to its profound stillness. You are here, on the edge of the world, a place where the primal elements meet in a harmonious whispered communion, where the boundless expanse of the land meets the eternal rhythmic sigh of the sea. The sand beneath you is a soft, feathery white, almost luminescent under the nascent glow of the moon, resembling powdered moonlight spilled across an endless canvas. It has been steeped in the sun's fervent embrace all day, absorbing its golden warmth, and now, under the cooler caress of the moonlight, it begins to give up that stored energy in a gentle, almost imperceptible exhale, a slow release of warmth that rises like a soft, invisible mist. The air, cooled by this exchange, touches your skin, a slow and calming touch, like the whisper of silk against bare flesh, an invitation to a deeper state of repose. You can feel the fine grains like flour sifting between your fingers, each minuscule particle a testament to aeons of geological transformation, a miniature world of smooth, rounded edges and infinitesimally small spaces, creating a sensation that is both grounding and ethereal. The beach itself is a wide, curving shape, a magnificent sweeping bow of sand stretching into the dark, an elegant arc drawn by the hand of an unseen artist, inviting the eye to follow its endless, graceful expanse into the mysteries of the night. The sea is here too, an immense shadowy presence at the very edge of your awareness. It is not crashing or roaring, its voice subdued, its power veiled, but simply breathing, a vast, ancient lung expanding and contracting with an unhurried grace. The sea is a sleepy thing, a slumbering giant draped in a voluminous robe of deepest indigo and midnight blue, its dreams unfathomable, its movements imbued with the wisdom of eons. Its waves are not a powerful force, no tumultuous surge of overwhelming might, but a rhythmic pulse, a gentle heartbeat of the planet itself. They crawl gently to the shore, each crest a soft, phosphorescent line of foam, whispering secrets to the waiting sand, and then creep steadily back again, a quiet, repetitive motion that hypnotizes the senses. It is a metronomic murmur, a hush, hush, hush that echoes the quiet of your own heart, a syncopated rhythm that invites your own pulse to slow, to align itself with the deep primordial cadence of the ocean. This sound, more felt than heard, is a lullaby spun from water and air, a balm for the restless mind. This peaceful landscape, stretching out before you under the vast star-dusted canopy, is not merely a backdrop, but a living, breathing entity that is also resting, mirroring the profound state of tranquility you are seeking. The sea's soft exhalations, its gentle lapping against the shore, are not just random sounds, but a shared rhythm of calm, an invitation to merge your own breath with its endless, soothing cycle. The cool, caressing air, the yielding softness of the sand, the subdued murmur of the waves, all these elements conspire to create an environment of unparalleled peace. This vast, sleeping world offers a safe space, a sanctuary forged from darkness and silence, a soft blanket woven from the velvet of night that can welcome your own mind, pulling it gently into a similar state of deep peace. There is no urgency here, no demand for action, no need for thought beyond the simple, profound experience of being present. There is only the rhythm of the waves, a timeless song of slumber that is all around you, enveloping you completely, and within you too, a resonant echo in the deepest chambers of your being, guiding you effortlessly towards a state of profound stillness. Chapter 2: The Burrow's Quiet Heart. In this quiet world, where the vastness of the sea meets the yielding softness of the land, there is another kind of stillness, a miniature universe of profound calm nestled deep within the earth itself. A tiny life waits in the shadows, a creature finely attuned to the delicate balance of its nocturnal existence, a silent walker under the moon. This is the ghost crab, Ossipode quadrata, a master of its sandy domain, a sentinel of the intertidal zone, whose very being embodies the essence of quiet retreat. All day long, under the sun's insistent gaze, she has been a creature of the earth, a dedicated architect, driven by an ancient, instinctual imperative. With meticulous precision and unwavering patience, she constructs new burrows or diligently repairs older ones, each scoop of sand a testament to a work of patient creation, a sculpted sanctuary in the shifting landscape. Her intricate tunnels are not merely shelters, but carefully engineered dwellings designed for optimal temperature regulation and protection. She pushes the sand with her powerful legs, shaping the walls with a practiced grace, her movements economical and purposeful, each grain a building block in her subterranean fortress. She may deepen an existing chamber, expand a narrow passage, or begin an entirely new labyrinth, her labor a silent symphony of earth moving. Now, with her work complete, the day's architectural endeavors brought to a satisfying conclusion, she has retreated deep inside, a deliberate, purposeful withdrawal, plugging her burrow from the outside world with a final sealing mound of sand, a clear signal of her complete detachment from the surface. Her burrow is more than a simple hole in the sand. It is a meticulously crafted sanctuary, a private chamber of stillness, a womb of cool darkness carved from the yielding earth. It can be surprisingly long, stretching a meter or even more into the cool, stable earth, often spiraling downwards in a gentle helix, a perfectly insulated refuge from the harsh realities of the world above. It is a place of absolute safety, a retreat from the searing heat of the day's sun and the harsh glare of its light, a haven where the ambient temperature remains remarkably constant, providing respite from the extremes of the exposed beach. Here, in the very heart of the sand, all is still, a quietude so profound it borders on the sacred. There is no sound save for the faint, distant murmur of the sea, filtered and softened by layers of earth. There is no light, only an encompassing, benevolent darkness, a velvet cloak that cradles her delicate form. There is no movement from the world outside, only the quiet cradle of the earth, holding her in its ancient, steady embrace. This subterranean world is a microcosm of perfect peace, a testament to the wisdom of nature's design. This long period of rest is not merely a convenience, but a central, indispensable part of her existence, woven into the very fabric of her being. She is known to hibernate in this burrow for long months, from the cool embrace of October to the warming touch of April, entering a deep, patient state of stillness, a torpor that allows her to conserve energy and survive the lean winter months. This extended retreat is a profound act of self preservation, a testament to her innate understanding of cyclical rhythms. Even now, in the quiet of a single night, having completed her daily activities, she waits inside, held in the soft dark, a living embodiment of perfect repose. The crab's gentle retreat into its burrow is a powerful image of quiet repose, a silent lesson in the art of withdrawal. Just as she retreats into her inner world, into the comforting darkness of her subterranean sanctuary, for a time of profound stillness and renewal, so too can the mind retreat. It can settle down, detaching from the relentless current of external stimuli and the incessant chatter of daily anxieties, letting go of all the day's scattered anxieties and the endless parade of worries. This is a gentle, unspoken guide for the mind to find its own quiet place, its own deep stillness, a private sanctuary within the labyrinthine passages of thought, and to rest there without a thought of the world outside, simply existing in a state of pure, unadulterated peace, held securely in the earth's quiet heart. Chapter 3: The First Whisper of Sound. As the night deepens, drawing its velvet cloak tighter around the world, enveloping every detail in its soft, concealing embrace, a new and subtle sensation begins to stir the profound quiet, a delicate shift in the almost absolute stillness that permeates the vast expanse of the beach. It is not a sound that comes through the ambient air, carried on the gentle, cool nocturnal breezes that stir the surface, but rather a profound feeling, a subtle yet distinct vibrational pulse that moves with an almost living quality through the sand itself, a secret language spoken from the very core of the earth's ancient sentient being. The ghost crab, Ossipede quadrata, having spent the long daylight hours in her burrow's deep stillness, immersed in a state of perfect restorative repose, now gracefully emerges, a pale shadow moving almost imperceptibly across the beach, her carapace almost translucent under the faint ethereal luminescence of the moon, a phantom of the shifting sands, her form blending seamlessly with the moonlit grains. Her stalked eyes, dark and glistening, survey the moonlit landscape with an ancient, innate wisdom, her movements deliberate, unhurried, and perfectly economical, each step a testament to her mastery of this environment. She is, by nature, a silent creature, her scuttling footsteps barely disturbing the fine, dry grains, leaving only the faintest impression, but she carries within her a profound secret, an extraordinary, almost magical ability to communicate in a way that utterly transcends conventional auditory perception. She knows through instinct and aeons of evolution precisely how to speak to the sand itself to coax a resonant song from its silent, yielding depths. With a graceful, almost ritualistic movement imbued with ancient purpose, she raises one of her large claws, specifically the mirus of her major celypt, an appendage exquisitely adapted for its unique purpose, acting as a quiet instrument of communication finely tuned for this specialized function. With deliberate precision, she taps it rhythmically against the cool, firm ground, a subtle yet potent percussive strike. It is not a haphazard, random strike, but a meticulously patterned rhythmic drumming, a deliberate sequence of beats, a quiet signal transmitted with astounding clarity through the earth, an ancient, almost telepathic Morse code whispered directly into the geological canvas beneath her. The sound itself is not loud, not designed for a distant, boisterous audience across the vast open expanse of the beach, nor for an aggressive declaration. Rather, it is a profound vibration, a series of gentle, pulsating waves of energy that hum through the interconnected grains of sand, a subtle, undulating wave of kinetic energy that propagates outwards in concentric circles, a whisper carried on the windless, unmoving current of the ground, traveling through the very medium that defines her entire world. This infrasonic communication, largely imperceptible to the human ear in the open air, lost amidst the usual sounds, is a profound and intricate form of connection within her highly specialized environment, allowing silent communication across distances. Each tap, each faint tremor, each subtle oscillation is a deliberate utterance in a language as old as the dunes themselves, a message conveyed through the very fabric of the earth. This is the essence of her communication, the profound core of her silent language, a sound that you do not merely hear with your auditory senses, but a deeper, more profound feeling that resonates deep within your own being, a tactile sensation that bypasses the ear entirely and goes straight to the core of your awareness, permeating your very skin. The sand itself, in response to her rhythmic touch, seems to tremble with a quiet private song, an ancient melody, a gentle rhythm born from the impact of tiny claws, sending out ripples of subtle yet potent energy. It is as if the beach is not merely a passive stage upon which life unfolds, but an active sentient participant responding intimately and profoundly to the crab's subtle, silent overtures, sharing in her communication. This tactile physical sensation, this direct sensory engagement with the earth, effortlessly draws your awareness away from the incessant demands of anxious, spiraling thoughts, gently tugging your focus from the relentless mental noise and securely grounding it firmly in the imagined yet vividly real reality of this quiet beach. It roots you firmly to the present moment, anchoring your consciousness to the tangible, breathing world around you. This is not a mere fact to be intellectually remembered or dispassionately analyzed, but a profound feeling to be deeply absorbed, to be experienced with every fiber of your being, a direct, unfiltered sensory input that completely transcends intellectual understanding. The sand in this sacred moment is not just inert matter. The sand is listening, an attentive, receptive recipient of these subtle vibrational whispers. The sand is alive, teeming with unseen energies and microscopic life, an intricate dynamic network of interconnected particles, and it is humming with a secret melody, a resonant frequency, an ancient hidden song that only a few select creatures, and now you, through the profound power of imagination and empathy, can truly feel and comprehend. It is an exquisitely deeply soothing sensory experience that can effortlessly lull the mind into a state of soft, receptive calm, gently dissolving the rigid boundaries between self and environment, inviting a profound and transformative connection to the silent, vibrating symphony of the earth. Chapter 4: The Moon's Slow Pull. The soft drumming on the sand, that subtle, almost imperceptible terrestrial whisper echoing through the solid ancient earth, is undeniably a sound of this particular world, a quiet pulse born from the intimate interaction of a living creature and the ancient elemental substance. But in a profound, almost spiritual, and truly awe inspiring way, this localized rhythm is intricately connected to a far grander, far more distant rhythm, a cosmic dance performed on an unimaginable scale across the boundless vastness of space. Direct your gaze upwards now, towards the celestial sphere, towards the boundless canvas of deepest indigo, shimmering with the distant ancient fire of a billion stars, each one a universe unto itself. A distant, solitary silver moon hangs majestically in the profound darkness, a celestial pearl suspended perfectly in the cosmic void, its ethereal milky light cascading down to illuminate the silent, waiting landscape below. It is not merely a distant, inert orb, a cold chunk of rock, but a vibrant, living, silent partner in the nightly ritual of the tides, an unseen ancient conductor orchestrating the immense gravitational ballet of the Earth's vast oceans. The waves that are so gently lapping the shore, kissing the sand with their soft, rhythmic sighs, their foamy edges dissolving into the moist grains, are not just moving on their own volition, driven by local winds or distant storms. They are being pulled by this distant luminous light, held securely and gracefully in its invisible yet immensely powerful embrace, a testament to an unseen universal force that governs the very movement of vast planetary bodies of water. This is the ocean's great, slow, deliberate breath, an immense planetary inhale and exhale that is felt across the entire planet, a primordial respiration that fundamentally shapes coastlines, influences climate, and defines entire ecosystems. The sea swells and retreats in a predictable, ancient rhythm, a timeless, elegant dance with the moon that has been performed with unwavering consistency for billions of years, ever since the nascent oceans first formed on the young, cooling Earth. The moon's immense gravitational pull exerts a subtle yet immensely powerful force on the Earth's vast bodies of water, creating significant bulges of water on both the side of the Earth facing directly towards the moon, and surprisingly, also on the side precisely opposite to the moon, resulting in the high and low tides that rhythmically sweep across the planet's countless shores. This constant, unhurried ebb and flow, this ceaseless coming and going, is a grand, undeniable demonstration of universal physical laws eternally at play, a magnificent, predictable, and awe-inspiring unfolding of cosmic mechanics, a testament to the elegant order of the universe. The small, seemingly insignificant terrestrial world of the ghost crab, its entire life cycle intricately tied to the shifting sands, its very existence defined by these rhythms, is a direct and active participant in this immense universal cosmic dance. Her habitat, the intertidal zone, that narrow, dynamic, and ever changing strip of land nestled precisely between the highest and lowest tides, is entirely and fundamentally defined by the very cycles of the moon which dictate its boundaries and conditions. Her life, from the precise timing of her nocturnal emergence from her burrow to her instinctive foraging patterns, is a quiet, instinctual, and perfect response to this grand eternal motion, a miniature terrestrial reflection of the macrocosmic forces ceaselessly at work across the universe. This profound connection to a distant, universal force, this undeniable intimate link between the microcosmic intimate world of the beach and the boundless vastness of the cosmos, creates a deep, pervasive sense of profound wonder without any accompanying drama or urgency, without any frantic rush or anxious grasping. There is no desperate, hurried momentum in the moon's pull, no anxious, grasping struggle in the ocean's submissive, yet powerful response. It is a slow, steady, inevitable interaction, a ballet of celestial mechanics and earthly elements. The inevitability of the tides, their slow, patient, and unwavering rhythm, assures the mind that it is not isolated, but an integral part of a larger, beautiful, and perfectly ordered system, an intricate tapestry where every single thread is perfectly placed, each element playing its vital role in the grand design. There is no struggle here, no conflict, only a gentle cyclical unfolding, a natural surrender to forces far greater than any individual will, a harmonious yielding to the cosmic dance. The moon pulls the water, and the water, in an act of profound grace and silent surrender, responds by giving way, rising and falling in perfect, unblemished synchronicity with the celestial body. This deep cosmic peace, this innate understanding of one's humble yet vital place within a vast, harmonious, and eternally unfolding order can guide the human mind too, offering the very same sense of surrender to a natural and profoundly restful state. It gently invites the mind to let go of resistance, to release the relentless struggle against the unstoppable currents of life, and to simply be carried by the gentle, predictable flow, a silent, comforting assurance that all is well, all is unfolding precisely as it should, under the watchful, benevolent, and silent gaze of the distant silver moon, a cosmic sentinel of peace. Chapter 5. A Slow Journey Under the Waves. Before the ghost crab, in her familiar adult form, became the agile, pale shadow of the sand, a creature so perfectly adapted to the terrestrial night. She was a tiny, almost imperceptible traveler in the endless, boundless expanse of the ocean, a delicate voyager, adrift in a world of unseen currents, profound depths, and shifting marine ecosystems. Her remarkable journey, a testament to the miraculous, multi-stage transformations of life, began far from the familiar, comforting contours of the sandy shore, originating instead in the swirling, briny embrace of the vast open sea. The female, having meticulously carried her precious cargo of unhatched eggs carefully beneath her body, protected within her specialized brood pouch, undertook a deliberate and perilous venture into the turbulent surf, bravely navigating the powerful rush and pull of the waves, specifically to release them into the deep, allowing the immense ancient ocean to become the vast initial nursery for her future young, to keep her future young alive, to ensure their optimal viability and survival in the vast, often perilous, and unpredictable ocean environment. She had to frequently enter the water, immersing herself repeatedly. This was a repetitive, patient, and profoundly devoted act, a selfless commitment to the continuation of her lineage, an innate drive to ensure the survival of her species against all odds. This act of release is not a mere haphazard dispersal, but a delicate entrustment, a profound surrender of her most vulnerable progeny to the ocean's immense and often indifferent care, a leap of faith into the watery unknown. Once released into the vastness, the tiny larval ghost crab, in its initial stage known as a zoa, was an almost glows, nearly invisible traveler, barely discernible to the naked human eye, a microscopic speck of nascent life, adrift and utterly dependent on the immense, powerful currents of the sea. It was a passive passenger on the ocean's slow, inexorable currents, a delicate, fragile being in a vast, watery world, carried by the grand, swirling movements of the sea, its existence a profound testament to the ocean's sustaining and nurturing power, yet also its overwhelming force. For many long, unhurried weeks, adrift in this fluid, dynamic universe, the little crab would undergo a series of truly remarkable transformations, a slow and patient unfolding of its predetermined destiny, guided by ancient genetic codes. She would pass through 5 distinct and complex zoa stages, each a precise and significant morphological shift, a slow, patient change from one intricate shape to the next, each metamorphosis a crucial step closer to its final, terrestrial and recognizable adult form. Each of these stages meticulously required molting, the delicate and perilous process of shedding its old restrictive exoskeleton to reveal a new, slightly larger, and more developed body beneath, a continuous testament to growth, adaptation, and the relentless march of life. The entire journey from the initial microscopic egg to the first recognizable crab stage, from an almost imperceptible speck to a fully formed, albeit tiny, crustacean, takes a surprisingly long time, nearly 40 days of quiet, unhurried unfolding, a protracted period of intricate development, unfolding entirely in the watery depths away from the familiar world. At last, after weeks of unseen transformation, the extraordinary journey reached its final, most graceful, and most pivotal stage, a momentous turning point in its life history, marking its transition from an aquatic existence to a terrestrial one. The last metamorphosis, specifically from the megalopa larval stage to the first true juvenile crab, takes place precisely at the very edge of the world, in the turbulent, frothy zone where the powerful, surging waves of the surf meet the dry, unyielding sand of the beach, a liminal, dynamic, and often violent space of profound transition and dramatic change. Here, in this dynamic and precarious boundary, a final miraculous shift occurs, a last defining transformation, and the little megalopa, now equipped with rudimentary yet fully functional legs designed for walking on the seabed, transforms definitively into the first true crab, its body compact, armored, and perfectly suited for a new life, finally ready to walk on the land, to embrace a new existence in a fundamentally different medium. This entire life cycle, from egg to adult, is not depicted as a frantic, desperate struggle for mere survival, a chaotic battle against overwhelming odds and relentless predators, but rather as a poetic, almost spiritual story of an unhurried, patient transformation, a gentle final, an inevitable step in a long, intricate, and graceful dance with the powerful ancient ocean. It is a beautiful and profound metaphor for your own inner journey, a slow and gentle unfolding into a state of deep restorative rest, a natural progression towards profound tranquility, reminding you that just as the crab underwent its patient multi-stage metamorphosis, so too can your mind gradually and gracefully transform from a state of wakefulness and activity to one of profound, peaceful slumber, a journey guided by the natural, unwavering rhythms of life itself, a surrender to the flow. Chapter 6: The Echoes of a Neighbor. The quiet drumming on the sand, that subtle, almost imperceptible percussive beat emanating from deep within the earth itself, is more than just a solitary, isolated sound. It is, in its essence, a complex vibrational song, a rich tapestry of resonant frequencies, but it is unequivocally not a song for one. The ghost crabs, far from being solitary, isolated wanderers traversing the vast, empty expanses of the beach, are in fact a cohesive community of silent, attentive listeners, intricately interconnected by these subterranean whispers, forming a vast, sentient network of beings, communicating through the very ground they inhabit, their world a symphony of vibrations. Each individual crab sends out its own quiet rhythm, its own unique signature in the profound darkness of the night, a subtle, almost intimate announcement to the vast encompassing darkness of the beach, a delicate declaration of presence, and a subtle, unspoken invitation to connect. They are also, remarkably, masters of quiet attention, their highly sensitive sub-sand receptors and specialized sensory hairs, finely tuned to detect and interpret the faintest tremors carried through the granular medium, capable of discerning nuances imperceptible to others. A crab will pause its own movements, its delicate sensory apparatus attuned, to listen intently to the drumming of a neighbor, perceiving a silent pulse that travels with precision through the sand, interpreting the subtle nuances of the vibrations, and, with an intuitive understanding that transcends conscious thought, will respond in kind, adding its own resonant voice to the silent, vibrating chorus, creating a dialogue of subtle energies. This intricate communication, far from being a frantic competitive chatter, is no cacophony of competing voices vying for fleeting attention. Instead, it is a quiet, almost meditative conversation, a shared harmony, a delicate and respectful exchange of information that profoundly respects the immense pervasive stillness of the night. When one crab begins to rap its claw against the sand, sending out its specific rhythmic signal, the others in the immediate vicinity may respond, not immediately or aggressively, but with a gentle intelligence, a thoughtful, almost polite consideration of the ongoing sonic landscape. The crabs will instinctively and gracefully alter their own rhythms, subtly adjusting the tempo or the precise pattern of their taps to meticulously avoid overlapping with their neighbor's signal, creating a kind of polite, musical counterpoint in the darkness, a complex, interwoven melody of distinct beats. It is as if they are engaged in a sophisticated, unwritten agreement, a collaborative, cooperative dance where each individual voice is allowed to be heard clearly and distinctly in its own time, contributing harmoniously to a collective symphony of profound peace. This intricate interaction isn't a competition for auditory dominance or a desperate struggle for audibility. It's a silent accord, a harmonious collaboration born from an innate and deeply ingrained understanding of shared space, mutual respect, and the delicate balance of their communal existence. This cooperative listening, this beautiful example of nonverbal dialogue, transforms the very act of communication into a deeply calming and profoundly resonant image, a compelling testament to the intrinsic possibility of tranquil interaction and harmonious coexistence. The drumming that to a casual human observer, unfamiliar with its nuances, could easily be interpreted as a defensive warning, a territorial assertion, or a signal of aggression, becomes instead a gentle private whisper, a subtle, almost secret affirmation of the quiet of home, a profound reassurance of safety and belonging within the shared communal domain. The rapping that, in another context or species, might signify a frantic search for resources or an urgent courtship display, becomes instead a secret invitation across the endless moonlit sand, a soft beckoning in the vast silent expanse, a gentle, non demanding overture to connection without any aggressive or possessive demands. It paints a picture of a world without conflict, a serene realm where cooperation is the dominant mode of interaction, a place where the primary goal is not to dominate or overpower, but to listen intently, to respond thoughtfully and respectfully, and to move together in a shared rhythm of quiet and profound calm. There is only the soft, pervasive hum of the sand, reverberating with these gentle, non competitive rhythms, a beautiful natural frequency that washes away the ceaseless mental noise of the day, dissolving the anxieties, the stresses, and the frantic pace, leaving behind only the profound, soothing echo of a world in perfect harmonious balance, effortlessly inviting your own mind to join its tranquil ancient dance, sinking deeper into a state of unburdened serenity. Chapter 7: A Return to the Lightless World. Having rested deeply in its burrow all day, a sanctuary of cool darkness, profound stillness, and perfect insulation from the harsh outer world, the ghost crab is now stirred by the ancient primal call of the night, an instinctual summons that draws it back to the surface. This emergence is not a rushed or urgent movement, no sudden frantic burst of desperate energy driven by immediate need. It is, instead, a slow, deliberate, and exquisitely purposeful journey, a graceful, unhurried unfolding into the vast, luminous tapestry of the nocturnal landscape. Emerging cautiously from its subterranean haven, shaking off the last remnants of its daytime torpor, it moves with an intrinsic, innate grace, a fluid, almost balletic dance across the moonlit expanse, its form blending seamlessly with the pale sand. She can travel a surprisingly great distance in the course of the night, demonstrating astonishing endurance, stamina, and an uncanny ability for navigation, sometimes traversing up to 300 meters or even more on the soft, yielding sand, a considerable and impressive trek for such a small, delicate creature. But let it be clear, this is not a sprint, no frantic race against time or unseen rival, no desperate dash for survival. It is a slow, graceful dance under the benevolent gaze of the moon, a deliberate, measured progression across the wide, inviting beach. She glides across the beach, a pale ghost in the pale light, her movements almost ethereal, her 8 walking legs moving in a coordinated, synchronized, and unhurried rhythm, each step placed with meticulous precision and an inherent calm that speaks of deep contentment. Her delicate antennae twitch constantly, tasting the subtle currents of the night air, sifting for scents and vibrations, guiding her unerringly on her way. Her purpose as she traverses the silent shoreline is simple yet profoundly integrated into the vast, intricate, and interconnected tapestry of the ecosystem. She is a quiet, vital participant in the ecosystem's nightly cycle, a crucial link in the delicate chain of life that sustains the entire coastal environment. She is both a meticulous scavenger, diligently searching for organic detritus, and a patient hunter, her senses honed to detect the faintest scent of carrion or the slightest vibration of a potential meal, perhaps a small invertebrate or a stranded fish. But the way she moves, the way she finds her way through the moonlit landscape, the manner in which she interacts with her environment, is not aggressive or demanding, but a beautiful and simple process of quiet exploration, a ballet of gentle discovery under the silent moon. The foraging itself, the patient, unhurried search for sustenance, is depicted as a slow, deliberate dance with the waves, a delicate, almost ritualistic interaction with the ebb and flow of the tide. She approaches the receding water's edge, searching diligently for washed up detritus, then retreats with graceful ease as a new wave advances, a continuous, unhurried rhythm of engagement and withdrawal, perfectly synchronized with the ocean's breath. There is no danger here, no frantic fight, no desperate struggle for survival, no desperate battle against overwhelming odds. Only the quiet cyclical unfolding of a world at rest, a natural process of sustenance conducted with profound tranquility and seamless integration. The crab, in her very being and actions, is a master of its environment, not through aggressive force or frantic speed, but precisely because its actions are unhurried, deliberate, and deeply attuned, imbued with an ancient wisdom that intrinsically understands the profound power of patience and the beauty of natural rhythm. The human mind, often trapped in its own frenetic pace, can learn profoundly from this patient, slow movement, this unhurried, mindful engagement with the world. Instead of constantly rushing towards a perceived destination, driven by the relentless demands of productivity, achievement, or external validation, the mind can simply walk, a quiet ghost in the darkness, letting go of all purpose other than to exist purely in a state of tranquil exploration, embracing the journey itself. It's an unspoken, gentle invitation to release the gripping hold of outcome oriented thinking, to simply be utterly present in the journey itself, to savor each moment without the pressure of a future result. This is the true freedom of the mind, a liberation that occurs when it is no longer bound by urgency, not relentlessly propelled by the internal, anxious clock of immediate deadlines or expectations, but only by the beautiful slow dance of the night. It is a profound surrender to the natural rhythm of existence, a gentle release into the profound peace that comes from simply being, moving with the same deliberate grace and unburdened lightness as the ghost crab under the vast silent canvas of the moonlit sky, each unhurried step a step deeper into a state of profound calm, contentment, and timeless serenity. Chapter 8: The Great Return. The journey across the sand, embarked upon by the diligent ghost crab, is not a linear path with a fixed beginning and end, but rather a profound eternal cycle, a testament to nature's ceaseless rhythm of creation, transformation, and perpetual renewal. The crab, unlike a creature returning to a fixed abode, will not return to the very same burrow each night, a singular, unchangeable point in its fluid, ever shifting world. Instead, with each new dawn, or with the onset of a fresh resting period, it will instinctively create a new one, excavating a new sanctuary for the day's retreat, a new chamber of profound stillness, meticulously carved from the yielding, malleable earth. This constant movement, this continuous act of creation and recreation of shelter, is an integral part of a larger, endless rhythm, an ancient, primordial dance of emergence and withdrawal, of building and releasing, that fundamentally governs its very existence and perpetuates its lineage. The sand, the vast granular canvas of its world, is always there, an immutable, patient, and welcoming expanse, an eternal backdrop upon which these quiet lives meticulously unfold, forever shifting, yet always present. And the sea, that immense ancient body of water, is always there, its timeless, boundless presence breathing in a slow, steady pulse, its rhythmic exhalations and inhalations echoing across the vastness of time and space, a constant, soothing presence. The tide, that magnificent, predictable force governed by celestial bodies, is more than just a physical phenomenon. It is a soft spoken companion, a patient, tireless force that continuously cleanses the shore with its gentle, insistent wash, pulling away the debris, the impurities, and the ephemeral traces of the previous day, and simultaneously bringing new offerings from the deep, depositing treasures and sustenance upon the newly smoothed, pristine sand. Feel it again. Allow yourself to sink into that metronomic murmur, the ancient, soothing sound that has woven itself so inextricably into the very fabric of this tranquil landscape, becoming its very heartbeat. The waves are still lapping, still oozing onto the beach with a gentle, persistent caress, their foamy, ephemeral edges dissolving into the moist sand, then receding with a soft, watery sigh, leaving behind only a momentary shimmer. They are a perfect, living representation of the cyclical, predictable, and profoundly soothing nature of life itself, mirroring its inherent rhythm of change and continuity. The waves of your life, with all their joys and challenges, their peaks and valleys, like the waves on this expansive, serene beach, come and go in a rhythm that you can simply observe, without judgment, without resistance, without the need to control or alter their course. There is no need to cling desperately to a wave as it recedes, attempting to hold on to a moment that is naturally, irrevocably passing, nor to frantically rush to meet one as it arrives, anticipating with anxiety what is yet to come. You can simply be the observer, a calm and unattached witness to the great gentle rhythm of coming and going, allowing each moment to unfurl naturally, gracefully, without the incessant need for control or intervention. This profound observation, this passive reception of life's natural flow, allows the mind to release its constant striving, its restless pursuit of outcomes, and to find deep, abiding peace in the natural, effortless unfolding of existence. This chapter, therefore, serves as a quiet, graceful return to the core, foundational feeling of the beach, a circling back to the primal sensations of peace and tranquility that initially began this journey into deeper relaxation. It is a final gentle push towards the profound embrace of sleep, using the immense simplicity and predictable beauty of the natural world as your unwavering guide. Let the rhythm of the waves, that ancient hypnotic murmur, merge seamlessly and effortlessly with the rhythm of your own breath, a slow, gentle exchange, a harmonious syncopation that draws you ever deeper into the welcoming embrace of relaxation. Feel the soft, cool sand underfoot, yielding gently to your weight, a comforting, grounding embrace that anchors you securely to the earth, a tangible connection to stability. Listen intently to the murmuring sea, its hushed lullaby, a profound promise of deep, restorative rest, an ancient song sung just for you. And know, with every fiber of your being, with a certainty that transcends conscious thought, that you are an integral part of this gentle, eternal process, woven inextricably into the very fabric of its timeless rhythm. There is an immense comforting wisdom embedded within this natural cycle, a profound reassurance that just as the waves eternally return to the shore, ceaselessly and predictably, so too will your mind return to a state of profound peace, a quiet harbor after the day's long voyage, ready to embrace the deep, restorative, and boundless embrace of sleep, a journey inward to ultimate serenity. Chapter 9, Resting in the Rhythms. The night is now at its deepest, most profound point, a velvety, encompassing darkness that holds the entire world in its silent, tender embrace. The moon, having completed its grand, slow pull across the heavens, its gravitational influence subtly shaping the tides, is a silent, distant witness, a benevolent, ethereal eye observing the profound, unmoving stillness below. The stars, countless pinpricks of iridescent light, are scattered like a soft spray of shimmering diamonds across the vast inky blackness of the cosmic canvas, their ancient twinkling light having traveled unimaginable distances across the void to reach this tranquil shore, their glow a silent testament to infinite time and space. Everything is utterly still now, profoundly quiet, each elemental aspect of the landscape having settled into its deepest, most perfect state of repose, a universal sigh of contentment. The ghost crab, having completed her nocturnal pilgrimage across the sand, has found her perfect place of rest, perhaps a newly excavated burrow, perhaps a sheltered, natural indentation in the soft, cool sand, her tiny form perfectly integrated and camouflaged within the sleeping beach, a silent guardian of its stillness. And the quiet drumming, that subtle vibrational song that once resonated more distinctly, has now softened to a nearly imperceptible pulse, a faint rhythmic tremor that resonates only in the deepest, most sensitive layers of the earth, a gentle, almost subconscious confirmation of life, a secret, intimate song sung only to the receptive earth itself, a hushed lullaby whispered by nature to itself. You are now profoundly wrapped in this quiet world, held securely and tenderly in a soft blanket woven from the very essence of sound and sensation, meticulously crafted from the elemental tapestry of the moonlit beach. The sand is exquisitely cool against your skin, a fine, soft caress that speaks of ancient peace, its myriad grains cradling you with comforting weight. The air is still, entirely unmoving, heavy with the profound quietude of the deepest night, a comforting, almost tangible weight that presses gently and reassuringly upon your entire being, a soft embrace from the atmosphere itself. The waves, which once murmured with a discernible rhythm, are now a gentle, drowsy hush, their once distinct sound softened to a barely audible whisper, a profound soporific lullaby that beckons you towards deeper, more profound states of surrender and release. The burrow, the ghost crab's deep, dark place of rest, its sanctuary of absolute stillness and perfect security, is a powerful and resonant symbol of profound peace, a representation of ultimate refuge. And you too are sinking effortlessly and inexorably deeper into that very same sense of perfect stillness, drawn as if by an invisible thread into its comforting silent embrace. Your own inner world, the landscape of your thoughts and feelings, mirrors the outer calm, your restless thoughts dissolving like mist in the warmth of the morning sun, gradually dissipating, leaving behind only pristine clarity and an expansive sense of peace. The entire world you have journeyed through in your mind, the yielding soft sand that gently cradles your imagined form, the quiet burrow that symbolizes ultimate sanctuary and protective refuge, the gentle, subtle language of the crabs speaking silently through the earth, the great cosmic pull of the distant silver moon orchestrating the tides, is not a mere collection of disparate, unrelated elements. Instead, it is a single, unified, profoundly interconnected, and perfectly peaceful system, an intricate web of life and energy. You are not an outsider observing this world from a detached distance, a mere spectator to its unfolding beauty. You are, in this sacred moment, a seamless, integral part of it, intimately connected to its every rhythm and subtle sensation, perfectly synchronized with its essence. The rhythms of the tides, their slow, predictable ebb and flow, the subtle cooperative rhythms of the crabs, their silent vibrational communication, the very pulse of the sand itself, resonating with ancient geological energies. These are the same profound, natural rhythms that now gently slow and harmonize within your own body and mind, a symphony of peace resonating within your deepest, most tranquil core. Your breath deepens effortlessly, your heart rate steadily slows and softens, your consciousness expands to embrace this profound interconnectedness, this feeling of belonging to something vast and eternal. There is absolutely nothing to do now, no remaining task left unfinished, no restless thought to pursue, no striving left to undertake, no goal to achieve, nothing to hold on to, no lingering worries from the day, no mental anchors to keep you tethered to the demanding, waking world. Just feel the gentle, pervasive weight of the air, a soft, comforting pressure upon your skin, a blanket of calm. Feel the soft, cool touch of the nighttime breeze, a gentle caress that soothes and cools your entire being. The waves are slow, their movement almost imperceptible now, a deep, continuous, somnolent sigh. The sand is soft, yielding, cradling you gently, a bed meticulously woven from ancient, time-worn grains, inviting you to sink deeper. The quiet drumming, that almost forgotten melody, continues faintly, a distant, nearly subconscious beat, a gentle, reassuring confirmation of life's serene and natural unfolding. It is a profound song of peace, a gentle, lulling sound that can carry you now, slowly, surely, effortlessly, and without resistance, into a deep, pervasive, and ultimately restful sleep. Let yourself go, surrendering fully to the profound peace that envelops you. Let yourself rest, sinking ever deeper into the tranquil, boundless depths of this peaceful night. In this quiet place, this sanctuary of stillness, all is perfectly well, all is profoundly calm, all is sleep. Conclusion: the seamless embrace of night's repose. As the final lingering echoes of the ghost crab's gentle drumming fade into the pervasive stillness, and the moon, a silent ancient sentinel, completes its majestic arc across the boundless canvas of the heavens, you are not merely observing the culmination of a journey, but experiencing the profound, seamless embrace of night's ultimate repose. The world, having shed its hurried mantle of daylight, now breathes with a unified, deep, and rhythmic tranquility that extends beyond the visible horizon, a vast living lullaby composed of elemental harmonies. The soft, yielding sand, which earlier cradled the faint vibrations of subterranean life, now holds you too in its cool, comforting expanse, a gentle, timeless cradle woven from the earth's very essence. The air, once kissed by the sun's departing warmth, now carries the crisp, clean scent of the ocean at its deepest ebb, a refreshing balm that soothes your skin and whispers promises of profound calm. And the sea, that slumbering giant in its robe of midnight blue, continues its slow, majestic breath, its waves reduced to the softest murmur, a consistent, gentle hush that resonates not just against the shore, but deep within the quiet chambers of your own heart, harmonizing with your slowing pulse. This tranquil landscape, previously explored through the minute details of the ghost crab's silent existence, is now fully absorbed, not as a distant scene, but as an intrinsic part of your inner world. The creature's patient burrowing, its deliberate movements across the moonlit beach, its silent communication resonating through the earth, and its primal connection to the moon's immense gravitational pull. All these elements are not separate narratives, but interconnected threads in a grand tapestry of peace. You have witnessed the unhurried metamorphosis of life, the quiet cooperation within a nocturnal community, and the profound wisdom of surrender to natural cycles. These are not merely observations, but an internal guide, a gentle, unspoken invitation for your own being to mimic the quietude of this world. Just as the ghost crab retreats into its safe, dark sanctuary, finding perfect stillness within the earth's heart, so too can your mind, released from the demands of the day, find its own deep, undisturbed peace, a sanctuary forged from the quiet rhythms that now envelop you entirely. There is no longer a need to search, no need to understand, no lingering desire to grasp or to hold on to any fleeting thought. The journey has seamlessly transitioned from exploration to embodiment, from observation to being. You are the sand, soft and yielding. You are the sea, breathing in a slow, deep rhythm. You are the quiet drumming, a faint, soothing pulse within the earth itself. The cyclical nature of the tides, the graceful unfolding of the crab's life, the eternal presence of the moon, these universal rhythms have now become your own, slowing your breath, calming your heart, and quieting the ceaseless chatter of the mind. This profound alignment with the natural world invites a complete and utter surrender, a gentle letting go into the vast benevolent silence of the night. Feel the gentle cradling weight of the air, the soft touch of the cool, pervasive darkness. The world is at rest, and you, an integral part of its ancient peaceful song, are now completely and utterly at rest within it. All striving ceases, all thoughts dissipate, all tension dissolves into the profound calm. Here, in this boundless silent embrace, where the world is in perfect harmony, you too are swept into a state of deep, restorative, and boundless sleep, carried gently by the timeless rhythms of peace.